The Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game has over 10,000 unique cards for players to collect, trade, and construct their own personal decks. But what would happen if players only had access to the bare minimum? In this series, both TheRJB0 and myself will each open a very select amount of sealed product. Once we open that product, we must build a deck using only those specific cards pulled, that's it. And at the end of each episode, we discard the entirety of our pulls to the graveyard and start from scratch with a new product. Every card counts. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Showdown. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMOOOOO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Abyss Rising last episode was an adventure for sure. And Cosmo Blazer, the follow-up set, it's strange that we have like two core sets back-to-back, but that's just the way things work out. Cosmo Blazer might be more interesting because there are a lot of really neat cards that we can actually take advantage of in this set. So 24 packs, Cosmo Blazer. Let's see what we get in pack number 1, Slacker Magician and the rare. Unfortunately, I don't think there's enough ones for us to be able to support playing that. The Hazy Flames are in here, and these actually have some pretty neat abilities for like sealed purposes. There are some other okay cards in here as well. The Heraldic Beast Eel is an 1800 defender. Leotor is like okay potentially. There's Hazy Glory, which again could go with the Hazy Flames. We'll see. There's some interesting stuff in here.
Well, Abyss Rising was something. Fortunately, we're opening a pack with a little bit more of a game plan to it today. Cosmo Blazer was one of the first booster boxes that I opened. I wasn't really, I suppose I actually opened a display case of special editions. And I remember opening this set really well, and a lot of really cool things came out of it. A lot of cards and decks that we would see for the foreseeable future. Let's see if we can pull some of those today. Starting off strong with Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Lion Emperor. I'm pretty sure this is the card that lets you add your Fire Fists from your graveyard back to your hand. This is a really strong super rare to start with. Mermail Abyss Nose is potentially all right. Not sure what we're doing there, but another thing that's really cool about this set is there is a lot of damage tricks available to us. Spike Shield with Chain and Fire Formation Tenkin right off the bat. Both cards that are incredible battle tricks. Also, the beginning of Hazy Flames and Hazy Pillar. This card is going to be crucial for us to get in 3 of if we want to play Hazy Flames today. Basil Trice is a rare, so that might just be the meta.
Hyper Ancient Shark Megalodon is actually crazy for a 2 tribute. If it does battle damage to the opponent, we just get to target a monster they control and destroy it, which is kind of nuts. Again, if they have like defense position stuff, I guess it's not that great, but it's a bomb, and we'll have to see how many of those we actually have.
Next pack, an Infernal Flame Vixen. Sure, another Hazy Pillar is great. We're just starting off with 2 of arguably the best card in the set. Hazy Glory is basically Hazy Pillar 2.0, and Spike Shield with Chain is fantastic. A second copy of that. Double Shark is also interesting if I remember correctly. Is this the one that lets you get a free water monster from your graveyard? A level 4 fish type monster is not what I thought it was. It can attack twice during the battle phase though, so that's a thing.
I think the nice thing about the Hazy Flames for sealed is that they're just kind of big. They're tribute summons that we might just be playing anyway, but they also just have some pretty decent built-in abilities. So depending on what other Hazy Flame cards are in the set, this could be a viable strategy. What's also crazy in the set are the fire formations, and a lot of these come at common. We haven't seen a Tenki yet, but here's a Tensu and a Tensen. Tensen is a battle trick that just buffs our Beast Warriors, and the whole set is primarily Beast Warriors. So ideally, we want to see a playset of this. We want to see Tenki as well, just so we can have a nice Beast Warrior foundation for whatever deck we decide to play.
Not a lot to talk about here. Star Drawing is a really cool card for getting value off of Xyz monsters, but I don't know how much we're going to be doing about that today. Dododo Bot is a 1800 normal summonable, I'm pretty sure. March of the Monarchs is also ridiculous in case we get to some tribute summonables. Oh, Dododo Bot is insane. It's a 1900 defender that we can set, and then it becomes an 1800 attacker too. Pretty good. Oh good, we get a Blackwing too. Xyz Tribal Ride Rivals is kind of a cute card. And there's our first Fire Formation Tenzin. This is a card I am really hoping to get 3 copies of. Our premier damage step trick for our Beast Warrior type monsters, of which there are many, including Leotar, which is the sneak peek card from this set. I remember playing in this sneak peek. If this card battles a non-normal monster, this card gains 500 attack during the damage step. Basically, a normal summonable 2000 attack point monster. There's a Hazy Flame Griffin. We do want to see 3 of all the Hazy Flames too, and Garbage Lord, not bad. Oh, Pyrotech Mech Shiryu is a really good closer. It deals piercing damage. You have to take 1,000 damage from it if you want to normal summon it with 1 fewer tributes, and I think that happens during every end phase, but I might run it anyway, honestly.
Crimson Blader is a pretty sick rare, but I'm not sure what the tuners are looking like in this set. We need like a level 4 or level 3 tuner ideally, because I guess the Hazy Flames are like level 6s, so like we might be able to get away with a level 2 tuner. We'll have to see. Garbage Lord, just like a guy that we can just like special summon to the field for free, which could be kind of relevant. We'll see. Some interesting stuff.
I'm just burying the lead. There's Fire Formation Tanky. We definitely want 3 copies of that because it adds our Leotar from our deck to our hand, and potentially something even better if we look at our rare and ultra slot. That's a weird one. That's a weird one. I guess we're looking out for it. Hey, a second Tanky, though, is great, and so is Spike Shield with Chain. Oh, here's a dice card. These are always weirdly good in this format. Oh, Hazy Flame Sphinx, also good. This pack is just incredible the more I look at it. Oh my god, this is just Needle Wall. Yeah, I'll run this.
There's our first Tenki. We're like 7 packs in. I'm surprised it took us this long. I really need to see what the Beast Warrior core looks like, just because that's going to be very relevant for this episode. The Basilitrice for the Hazy Flames, if we decide to go that route. Very funny card, and could actually potentially be very strong as well.
All right. Heraldry Reborn is a very good card. It will be nice to see a couple of copies of that. Another Inari Fire is interesting, though I still haven't seen any spellcasters. And hey, there's Bacon Saver. Once per duel, we can negate an attack with it. I might use that. Garbage Ogre adds Garbage Lord. That's the kind of garbage I might be on tonight.
I think that's our first holo, Reaper of Prophecy. Unfortunately, I think the Hazy Flames are just better tribute summon monsters, which is unfortunate, but sick artwork on this card. Ultimate Fire Formation Saito. I don't think this is very good, but it's a very funny card. And there's another holo. This time it's an ultimate rare, number 53, Heart Earth, a rank 5, which means we're probably never going to be able to summon this, so probably going in the bin. Noble Knight Joan, though, as a rare. This card actually might be pretty playable. We'll have to take a look.
Hazy Flame Periton is pretty good. It's a way for us to get multiple Hazy Flames onto the board. After the storm? Oh, no, it's terrible. Its condition is awful. What the heck? Another Fire Formation Tenkin is great, though. As is another Pyrotech Mech Shiryu.
Another super rare, Orbital 7. At the very least, this is a 2K defender, but I don't think we have any of the other synergy to really pair with this, sadly. Hazy Flame Periton. Again, Hazy Glory is essentially our card to allow us to just normal summon the Hazy Flames without tribute. So as long as we can get to this, the Hazy Flame strategy is not the worst.
There's another Noble Knight Joan. I think I have 3 of those now, which is pretty solid for me. And 3 Fire Formation Tanky. Okay, I've basically gotten 3 copies of all the best commons available to us in this set. Let's see about that rare and holo slot. ZW Leo Arms. Well, if nothing else, this is a rank 5 with 3000 attack. There are a couple of better ultra rares in this set, but I'm sure I will take it.
Whoa, what do we have here? Pyrotech Mech Shiryu. So this says you can tribute summon this card with 1 tribute. If summoned this way, during each end phase, you take 2000. Oh, during each end phase. I was about to say, this card's kind of crazy because I thought it was just like a 1 tribute 2900, but you take 2000 damage like 1 time. If that was the case, then this card would be 100% playable. But sadly, it's every end phase, which means we're probably going to die before this thing's actually good. There's our first Hazy Pillar as well. If I wanted to go down the Hazy Flame strat, I'd like to see 3 of this because this is just another thing that allows us to summon the Hazy Flames for 1 less tribute, and we need as many of those as possible.
All right, we're about halfway through. I'm pretty happy with our common and rare luck so far. There are some rares that I would like to see in the Fire Fist department. Let's see if we can get those out of the second half. Well, that isn't a Fire Fist monster, but it's certainly one of the best monsters in the set. Hazy Flame Basilitrice is going to make the Hazy Flame deck live. I'm realizing I haven't seen any, or maybe I've seen 1 Griffin I haven't seen any Cerberus. I don't even know if that's in this deck though, or in this set. I'll look out for it. There's our first Fire Formation Tensu too, which is pretty good for letting us summon multiple monsters in a turn, which in Sealed Showdown is incredible. Next monster, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Spirit. That is great. We need leopards, which I haven't seen yet. I think those are a common, but this card can get us into our Lion Emperor. And if we can get multiple rank 3 Xyzs, we can get multiple rank 3 Xyz monsters onto the board.
And, you know, speaking of cards that allow us to tribute summon for 1 less tribute, I've been overlooking this card right here, a Merrylease. This card actually says during your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, normal summon a monster this turn for 1 less tribute. And so this is just a card we could play just to supplement that strategy. And I've never seen this card in my life. That's kind of cool.
Another Heraldry Reborn. Okay, we have a lot of Heraldic Beast monster stuff to work with, but so far no payoff. There's a Heraldic Beast Leo. That's an interesting one. I don't know if that one's going to be worth it for us, but Fire Formation Tenkin certainly will be. That's, I think, our 3rd copy of that card. 4 more packs. A lot of stuff that we could get out of here. And a Hazy Flame Basilitrice is one of them. I would have liked to have seen some of the main deck Hazy Flames, but I'll take this.
Oh my god, of course we get fucking Breakthrough skill in Sealed. I don't even know how good this is relatively. It depends on, like, I guess there are some, like, interactions, like, where this could be useful, like Leotor, for instance. Like, you could make it so that he can lose in battle. The fact that the double effect negation is strong, paired with the Brotherhood of the Firefist Gorilla as well. I mean, I wish this were Bear, if I'm being completely honest, but Gorilla's pretty strong, too. Gives us a nice tanky target.
No, okay. There's another Brotherhood of the Firefist Spirit and another Brotherhood of the Firefist Lion Emperor. The only problem is we don't have the monsters that we can overlay into these cards. If we get 3 Spirit, I suppose at least we might be able to summon another Spirit. I don't even know if that's how Spirit works, but I'm very happy to see 2 copies of Lion Emperor. Can we see any leopards to make this form, or to make this strat really have legs?
Well, there's our tuner for Crimson Blader. It's Spirit. I actually don't even think that works, because I think you have to summon exactly a Beast Warrior monster for Spirit, but it's a tuner nonetheless. I don't think is the level 6. I forget the good synchro Fire Fist has. I don't think it's in the set, but if it is, I mean, I don't even know if we're going to play it.
What? Oh no, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King is incredible, but I don't think I can even summon it. Doesn't it need Fire Fist? No, I think it just needs Beast Warriors. Okay, never mind. That might actually be cracked. That's a-okay. I'll take that as an ultra rare. All right, last pack. Crimson Blader. There's my first Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Raven. Excellent. Actually, okay, I make fun of that, but having just the 1 level 3 is probably not terrible, because we can search it out and we can search out Spirit. So I've seen worse pulls in my life. Let's see what we can make of it.
Well, we're getting all the Fire Fist cards here at the end. There's a copy of Dragon. Dragon's pretty good just because he's 1800 base stats, and with all the other like buffs that we have, that's pretty good. Also, Fire Formation Tenkin as well. Just another card that we can use to supplement the Beast Warrior strategy. We only have a few packs left, so let's just go ahead and send the last few here, see what we get. A Heraldic Beast Twin-Headed Eagle. I think we have a couple of those. A Spike Shield with Chain is also just like a battle trick. I think I've only seen like 1 or 2 of these. I'm gonna have to check to see what the total count is there. Second to last pack, we have a Manticore, and everything else I think we already have multiple copies of. I'd like to get a Bear in the end. That would be like the best card, but it's another Heraldic Beast Twin Eagle. Tenkin's okay. Another Merrylease. Everything else is kind of whatever. So interesting pulls for sure. There's going to be some weird strategies to develop with this set, but I think it looks more playable than Abyss Rising. So let's get to building.
Yeah, this one is going to slap. This deck looks so sick. Now, I didn't pick up much in the way of Hazy Flames. That's going to hurt me in the race to getting a Basilitrice on the board, but I got something really cool in return. The Fire Fist engine. Just a couple of 3s is all I need. With Tenki being able to get me into Raven, and Raven being able to get me into Tenki to get Spirit, I'll have a recursive set of level 3s that can put a 2200 attack guy on the board. But he's not just that. He's a 2200 attack guy who can repeat Spirit from my graveyard or any of my Hazy Flames, or the absolute boss monster of this set, Pyrotech Mech Shiryu. This card is insanity. It's 2900 attack, and it is on a 2 tribute body, unless you're willing to pay 1,000 life points during your end phases, in which case you can tribute summon him for 1, which is very, very easy to do in this deck, especially because Raven gives us easy access to Fire Formation Tensu, which gives us a free summon of one of our many Beast Warriors in the set, as well as any other card. Pyrotech Shiryu is going to be absolutely game determinative, but fortunately, because we have the heraldic beasts, we're actually in pretty okay shape to deal with it. Again, we are set up to do tempo plays really, really effectively because of these 3 little guys right here, where you can use heraldic beast Basilisk to out the Shiryu, as well as some other cards that can just make us able to run it over, which is unusual in this set. We've got a sparse set of Hazy Flames, we've got the Leotards, we've got Heraldic Beast Leo, which lets us get a 2,000 attack in with the ability to search for our Basilisk, which we can reborn off of Heraldry Reborn. Sick card to have pulled 2 of. And then we have a couple of Go 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 Ghosts. It's just good into the field of monsters that are available. 3 Garbage Lord and 2 Garbage Ogre to search it. Garbage Lord is great because it lets us get our Hazy Flames online, even without being able to use a Hazy Pillar or Hazy Glory, and it's also an easy summon of Pyrotech Mech Shiryu on turn 1. I expect this card to come up clutch for us. The rest of this is pretty standard stuff. Because of my lineup of monsters, can get a multitude of different types of tri-beasts onto the board, so Big Cattle Drive has the potential to plus me fairly frequently, and we'll see if it comes up dead game 1 anyway. We can side into Star Drawing, which lets us go into our ZW Leo arms with Garbage Lord, which is super sick, and the rest of the side deck is largely irrelevant. I'm very excited to play this deck and this format. I expect it to be sick.
Well, wasn't expecting to bring Hazy Flames into today's episode of Sealed Showdown, but I actually think that this is the move, and we're going to elaborate on why that is as we do the card by card. This deck looks kind of sick. So let's start off with our first card. Amaryllis is nice because this card allows us to just summon a monster without tributing once per turn, as long as we just banish it from our graveyard. So we can go like turn 1, set this, it dies, and then next turn bring out anything that's a tribute summonable. So that's pretty cool. We have a Brotherhood of the Firefish Dragon and Gorilla. These are just like some big guys that also have synergies with some of the fire formations. Dododo Bot is an 1800, 1900 that has to be set first, but like that's totally fine by me. Go 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 Ghost is just a 1900. And then we have the Hazy Flame. So we have Cerberus, Manticore, Periton, Sphinx, and that's all we're playing actually. So Cerberus is nice because we can normal summon without tributing if we absolutely have to. And when it dies, we get to add another Hazy card to our hand. That's important because we can add either Hazy Pillar or Glory to allow us to make it to be a lot easier to summon the rest of these. So this is important at 3. Manticore is 2200 and allows us to make it so it can't be destroyed by card effects. May be relevant, but honestly, it's just 2200. Periton's neat because it sets up our combo because we can send a fire monster from your hand to the graveyard and tribute this. Special summon 2 Hazy Flame monsters from your deck, so you can go for 2 copies of Sphinx. And why Sphinx is important is for several reasons. 1, it's a Beast Warrior, which synergizes with the rest of our deck. But 2, this effect is nuts. You can declare a card type, monster, spell, or trap, send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. Then, if it was the declared card type, you can special summon a fire monster from your hand or graveyard. So, if we have Pyrotech Mech Shiryu, which we could just summon for 1 tribute anyway, we would then be able to special summon it for free without the downside of the fact that this would be dealing us 1,000 damage every single turn. So there's a really sick combo there, and this basically just ends the game if we pull this off. We have some other cards in the form of Heraldic Beast Basilisk. This is just like a thing that can take out another dude, so like removal is totally fine. Leotor is always 2,000 attack when it battles, so it's pretty much the biggest thing in the entire set that's a normal summon. And then we have our Pyrotech Mech Shiryu as our sort of finisher of sorts. So it's a bit of a high-risk type of card because we take 2,000 damage every single turn this thing's on the field if we tribute it with only 1 tribute, but we're going to try to cheat it out with Hazy Flame Sphinx. There could be a world that we just hard tribute this out anyway, but this thing is piercing and there's not a ton of removal in the set, so this thing can be devastating if it hits the field. That's it for the monsters. For the spells, we have triple Tenki to search our Beast Warriors, double Hazy Pillar to make all our Hazy Flames easier to summon, and then the traps, we have Breakthrough Skill, a Tensen, which can boost all of our Beast Warriors by 300 and 1 of them by 700 till the end of the turn. We have 3 Hazy Glory, which basically functions as Hazy Pillar. We have 2 Spike Shield with Chain. This is just like a neat little battle trick we can use, and that's it for our main deck. The side deck, honestly, there's not really too much here. There's a Bacon Saver, a Raven, a Garbage Lord, 3 Griffin, although this is like the worst one, so we're probably not going to summon this. We have Orbital 7, ZW Ultimate Shield as like 2k defenders if we find ourselves in a situation situation where we need a bit more defense. One Tensu, this is kind of funny because Sphinx is actually a Beast Warrior, so there is a world where like we could go like normal summon something, then use the extra normal of Tensu to sack it out for that, so that's kind of cool. Triple Dimension Gate, this is like a weird little card. I'm not sure if it's very good, but I have it in the side just in case. And Fire Formation Tenken, I don't think is quite good enough. The only good part about it is that it buffs all of the Beast Warriors by an extra 300, so maybe that's relevant, but we'll have to see. The extra deck's completely worthless, aside from Basilitrice, which we could realistically summon. We have enough Hazy Flames, but we'll see if it even comes up. So I'm excited to see what Robert's bringing to the table. I think this is going to be way more fun than Abyss Rising because there's some cool stuff going on here. So ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Well, RJ, it pretty much goes without saying that this episode should be better than Abyss Rising, but we'll see. I mean, obviously, anything's possible. Sometimes we think the set's amazing and the episode bombs. Most of the time, it's the opposite, but how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I pulled some really cool strats, and hopefully I get to see them this time around.
There's a lot of unique cards in this set for sealed specifically, and I'm curious to see if A, you picked up on the same things I did, and B, if those strats are going to end up paying off. So let's get into it, buddy. Shout out the patron, Ford Fanatic 1993. Thank you so much for the support, and we'll roll the die here. Are you using a die or are you using your own head here,
I'm using
RJ?
my brain.
All right, well,
are you smarter than a piece of plastic?
I was about to be smashing your head in with this rock here that unfortunately I was not able to.
Oh my goodness. Your die and I are on the same page today.
Would you like to try again? Damn it!
Hey, were you trying to mind game me there?
No, I rolled a 4. I rolled a 2, and then a 4. So
right,
I was hoping you were going to pick rock for the third time and be stubborn enough, but best of luck, buddy. I'm excited to see how this one goes.
Ooh, this is a pretty solid one. I'll draw for turn. Main phase 1. Deciding if I want to give something away already this turn.
Okay.
I think I am just going to set a monster and pass.
Okay.
Not what I expected to be doing.
Little bit nervous that you're just setting and passing. So what do we have in this set? There are multiple cards. There are a few 2K defenders in this set. There's also some like slightly high defenders like 1800, 1900. That's not unthinkable. There's also like some other weird stuff that's very easy to get over that you might be playing. So I think my lead here is actually probably pretty straightforward. I'm going to normal summon a Heraldic Beast Basilisk.
Ooh, that's cute. Yeah.
And this should be able to take out whatever this is. So let's see what we got.
It will successfully do that. It is a Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Raven, and you will take 800 for the privilege.
I will, and it will destroy your Raven, and that's unfortunate for me because you still get to trigger that Raven effect here.
I do get to use its effect. Let's go and grab ourselves, a little number by the name of Fire Formation Tenki.
No surprises there. I'll go to second main, and I will go ahead and set 2 cards face down, and I'll chuck it back.
Quite a bit of back row. Okay, let's draw for turn. Not a bad draw for sure. Let's go ahead and hit... Ooh, I really like this, actually. Let's go ahead and hit Tenki here.
This is going to tell us a lot about your deck, so let's see what you're grabbing here.
I am going to grab something unbelievably boring. I'm going to grab Leotard.
Okay. I'm happy to not see Bear. That's all I was concerned with.
What I have in my hand may actually be good for clearing your Heraldic Beast Basilisk here.
Interesting. Okay, sure.
Let's go into battle. Let's see if I can crash.
So if I let you crash here, the unfortunate part about this is your Cerberus will trigger because we are tied here.
That is correct.
I think I like going for the tempo play here, so may we proceed to damage step.
That is perfectly fine.
I'm going to spike shield with chain here.
Ooh, that's cute. Gain the 500 attack. I will take 500 in turn, and I will trigger my Hazy Flame Cerberus here.
That you will. Lots of card value in Cosmo Blazer, surprisingly.
For sure, yeah. It's really easy to get a lot of cards going. I think actually the monster that I want here is Hazy Flame Sphinx.
Seems pretty good.
main phase 2, I'm just going to set a back row, and it's all you.
All right. Down on cards a bit here, but that should be no surprise. I'm nervous now. That should be pretty easy for you to get that Sphinx out onto the board.
Basilisk is kind of an asshole.
It is an asshole. Like, I like that we have this card in the set because, like, removal is already something that's hard to come by, but this is, like, a very aggressive tool at the same time. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to slap you for 15. I'm not going to go 15. Too crazy. And second main, I'm going to set one. And I'll throw it back.
Didn't open with a bear in hand. Okay, let's see. Kind of silly one. I'm going to hit a go-go-go ghost.
Okay, sure.
He's just a dude.
He's just a 1900.
Dude is pretty good. Let's attack into Basilisk.
That is perfectly fine. So I'll take 4, and your monster will perish alongside mine.
Yes. Main phase 2. I think I'll give you a little bit of a preview of what you're in for. I'm going to hit Fire Formation Tenki.
Okay, let's see what you got.
And from deck to hand, I am going to add Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Spirit.
On the Spirit. Okay, that has me nervous now.
And it is your go.
Did you pull a Horse Prince? Oh my god, that's going to be a disaster. I'll draw.
We'll see. We'll see.
Standby main. Well, I've got some strats too, so I think I want to try them out. I'm going to sacrifice a Marilease for Hazy Flame Sphinx.
Ooh, on the Sphinx. Okay, looking forward to it.
I'm going to activate the Sphinx to clear the top card of my deck as a monster. Do you have a response?
Okay. I have no response to this. This could hurt.
It is a monster.
Ooh,
it's a go-go-go
okay.
ghost.
What's
and
the monster
Robert,
you're summoning from hand?
I'm going to summon Pyrotech Mech Shiryu.
Oh, that is any fire monster.
Any fire monster, Robert. Hit in my Sphinx and my Shiryu.
Jeezy Creasy 4,800 points of damage. That is a lot.
That is a lot of damage. And you know what? Let's actually up it a bit, too. Because on attack deck with the Sphinx, I'm going to activate Tencent and boost my Sphinx by an extra 1,000 while we're at it. Let's just get you down to 200.
That's a lot. Okay.
And I will pass to you. And the best part about this is I don't have to worry about Shiryu's downside, considering I summoned it off of the Sphinx and not with its own effect. So you're going to have some work here, buddy. Let's see what you got.
I may have to concede to conceal info. I'm not going to tell you anything
Shiryu
else.
beat down, baby! It worked!
Shiryu is insane, yeah. I think my deck looked really good that round, but I looked bad. I got a little bit greedy going for Tenki instead of another card I could have gone for there, which would have opened up my plays a lot. Hopefully I can bring it back this time round.
We'll see. Honestly, even if I lose this round, I got to summon Pyrotech Mech Goryu off of Hazy Flame Sphinx, and that's what my whole deck is supposed to do, so I'm happy.
Right,
let's see what you got, buddy. Best of luck.
Oh, this is an interesting hand. I'm going to start things off simple. I'm just going to normal summon myself a go-go-go ghost and pass.
All right, he's 1900. He's quite big. We will go standby main. He's big, but not big enough. Leotor, rise to the field.
Pretty solid. All right.
It's pretty good. We'll get in for 100.
All right, I'll take the hundo.
And second main, I'll just chuck one down for you, and I'll pass it back.
Okay, draw for turn. Interesting. My hand is god awful. I don't think it could have turned out worse for me.
I'm happy to hear that.
I'm kind of tempted to go for the risky play.
If your hand is that bad, you may not have a choice.
I legitimately may not have a choice here. Okay. Let's try for it then. Just to see if it works out. I'm going to discard Garbage Ogre.
Oh my god. I'm with you.
Right,
I'm down.
Right. We here together. We're and we're going to add Garbage Lord to my hand.
Fitting considering your hand at the moment.
Truly emblematic of my hand. We're going to special summon the Lord himself.
That is fine. At the end of the day, he's a 2400 defender, which is quite annoying.
He is a 2400 defender. But Basilisk outs him with little thought. So what I kind of want to do is make a bad decision today. And
Okay.
that bad decision is to tribute summon Hazy Flame Sphinx.
Okay.
All right, and we're going to declare Hazy Flame Sphinx, and I'm going to call Monster.
All right, I swear, I hope you whiff. This will be the funniest thing ever, even though our decks are public. He whiffed!
Just about the worst card I could have milled there. Well, I might as well concede, but I'm not going to quite yet. It's your go.
Oh my god, this could not have worked out better for me. We'll go standby main.
Yeah.
This is going to get very ugly for you very quickly. I get to activate Tenki
Oh,
now.
excellent. Good.
All right, let's go ahead. Who are we adding? Who do we want to add from our deck to our hand here? Got a few options.
I should know better than to try for 75% chances on my luck.
But it makes for good content at the end of the day. That's what matters. That's what matters here. Let's go for... Gotta be honest, I don't know how much of this really matters. I don't really think it matters all that much. I'm going to grab Gorilla.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Here's why it's not going to matter. I'm going to activate Hazy Pillar.
Oh, excellent. Yes.
I'm going to normal summon without tributing Hazy Flame Perryton.
Awesome. Yes.
I'm going to use Perryton's effect. We're going to tribute it and discard the Gorilla out of my hand. And we get to special summon 2 Hazy Flame monsters from the deck.
Not looking good.
The 2 that I'm going to choose are... As much as I would like to go for Sphinxes, it'd be very funny, but I don't have my Shiryu to just end the game immediately this time around. So, I think we'll be a bit more offensive here. Let me think.
The good news is I would have lost even if I had ended on Garbage Lord.
Probably. Very true. Very true. Yeah, I think I'll just keep it simple here. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Sphinx can summon from graveyard. That's crazy. Of course we're doing this. What am I talking about? I thought it was just hand. Okay. I'm glad I could read my cards. Let's go Sphinx.
All right,
so you whiff the 75%. Yep. I won't do such a thing.
Dear
so
God
and
almighty.
would you look at that?
Oh,
would you
my
look
God.
at
How
that?
does it
Oh, do you have to
feel,
target
Alex?
first? Do you have to? You don't even have to target first. I love this game. And guess what? Sphinx isn't once per turn, or it's not a hard once per turn. Oh, it is hard once per turn. I take that back. I'm just totally lying. That's okay. I think this is game here anyway, so we'll get it.
If it's not game, it's pretty close. So I take 1,000 and then...
And then 2,000, 2015. Yep, that'll do it. I should have attacked with Leotor for the 500 boost.
All right,
but
imagine opening with any playable cards. Imagine. All right.
You want to do the game
Let's
3,
do
buddy?
game
You want to
3.
do the game? Okay.
Yeah, well, sometimes that happens. I was expecting a really interesting back and forth with like some playing around things. And to be fair, that would have happened game 1 if I had started with Fire Formation Tensu instead of Tenki. But oh boy, did that not happen game 2.
In all fairness, how often in Sealed Showdown do we get to see like a 7,000 or 6,000 damage swing?
That was
It's very rare
insanity.
that happens.
All right.
Yeah, that was pretty
Draw
sick.
for
All right,
turn.
you get to go first for the 3rd game in a row. It hasn't been working out for you.
It has not been working out,
I believe.
but this time I think I've got the stuff to work with. I'm going to go for Fire Formation Tenki.
Sure.
And I am going to grab myself a... Oh, I know you're in here. There you are. A Raven.
Sure.
And I am going to set a monster that could be literally anything. And a
it won't be Raven.
And your go.
All right. Standby main. I've got the same thing you do, buddy.
Excellent.
Raven is 1,800, correct? Unfortunately, Gorilla cannot clear. That would be more than ideal, but sadly, that is not reality. Let's go for, I guess, good old Leotar.
Not bad.
At the end of the day, he's just a 2K dude, so 2,100 with Tenki. Yeah, let's get in. I know it's the Raven.
It is the Raven, you're right. And we are going to get ourselves... I'm not going to make the same mistake I made game 1. I'm going to hit Fire Formation Tensu.
Okay. Second main, I will set a card, and I will check it back.
All right, let's draw for turn. Main phase 1. Oh, that's an interesting one. Then there's just the play that's smart. Nah, I'm gonna make the highly suspect tempo play. That's what we're here for.
I'm with you.
Okay.
That's what we're here for.
I am going to activate my Fire Formation Tensu.
Shocker.
And I'm going to use my extra normal summon to summon Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Spirit.
Okay.
And we're going to summon Raven from the graveyard. And then I'm going to use my normal summon to normal summon Hazy Flame Sphinx. And we're gonna
when Sphinx hits the field.
Get to milling with Sphinx. We'll declare monster.
Are you gonna get to milling, sir? Are you? Yeah, I'm just joking. You are. Go ahead.
I was like, what the hell do you think the restriction on this is? That's okay. I'm going to lose it anyway. I was going to call monster. We're just going to be real there. Let's go into battle phase. Honestly, sure. Not that much lost. What do you have for me?
I have nothing.
Okay, so
what do you have on damage
step?
They will
crash and damage.
They will crash. Okay.
And it is your go.
The best part about this is you already have these 3 out of the deck, so it's even more likely you're going to hit
familiar
monster.
with how my luck works. I shouldn't even be running Sphinx, honestly.
That's probably true. I'll fire another Tenki.
Go for it.
Okay. The unfortunate part about this is Gorilla is still not big enough to clear. He matches the Raven, which is kind of frustrating. I'm not going to lie. I wish I could just go all in here, but that's not reality, sadly. At the end of the day, Leotar is Leotar. I'm just going to get him out.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, let's get rid of this Raven.
Okay,
I know you get to search again, which is unfortunate.
We're going to grab ourselves yet another Tenki.
And second main, that's all I got. Go ahead.
All right, draw for turn.
It's crazy that Raven just activates if it's sent at all.
It is.
So there's like no way that you're going to miss this.
I will not lie. All right, let's go Fire Formation Tenki.
Who are you grabbing?
We are grabbing none other than my second Spirit.
Wow. Okay. That's annoying.
And I am going to use my extra normal summon on Spirit, and we're going to declare grabbing Raven.
I'm going to breakthrough skill this. I'm going to try to cut this off.
Awkward.
I didn't get bear, but I got breakthrough skill.
I didn't even think about the fact that this card's an ultra rare. I was like, oh yeah, breakthrough skill. I did the classic card from Cosmo Blazer that everybody gets in this format.
Original printing. Original printing.
Well, I mean, yeah. Why don't we go for it? My Leotar's bigger than your Leotar.
That is true by 100.
It's true. Let's go for battle, and I'll attack in.
All those fire formations coming in clutch. See, this is why I should have done this last turn, because then I could have potentially stopped you from getting the third one here. I'll take 5 from this. That's fine.
You will take 800 from it.
Oh, 8. Sorry, I forgot it's a Beast Warrior. Thank you. How silly of me.
And then I will pass turn.
All right, we'll draw. Standby main. Spirit's kind of just chilling there. I need to take out this Leotar, so I think that's what I'm going to spend my turn attempting to do. I'm going to run out Go Ghost.
You big.
I'm going to break through skill your Leotar.
Okay.
And then we'll try to hit into it.
Proceed to damage step.
I was like, show me the Tencent, show me the Spike Shield. You got something. All right, so that puts you to 23 to my 19, so I'll take 4 here. And that's it. Go ahead.
All right, draw for turn. You're really and
Things looking better for you this game.
Determined to not let me get my Spirit combo going. But honestly, I don't think that matters much. Let's go for Pyrotech Mech Shiryu.
Yeah! Woo!
And
this card's so sick. I love it.
I mean, this is a lot of damage, so let's go to battle phase. I'm going to swing in for a hot 2,800, 2,900.
2,300. He doesn't get the 500 because he's not battling
that's a good point.
Monster. But it's still a lot. I'm taking 5,200 here. Yeah.
And I will set yet another back row, and it's your go.
I think I'm in trouble here. I 100%. You do, but it's okay. You actually got it. My hand is, it was Dododo Bot, 2 copies of Amaryllis, and I drew into a Shiryu, and I had just another. I think I had the 3rd Leotar as my final card. So.
All
yeah,
right.
Nothing else I could do. So you got 1 of the 3. That was a lot better for you.
I deserved to lose game 1 after not going for 10-2. So game 1, the situation was I had a large number of monsters in my hand, including a Sphinx. And I figured I could grind out with Spirit long enough to make it so that Sphinx was a free play anyway. And I wanted to get Leotar into rotation, so I had some backup for it. But it just turned out that the Tensu, the extra normal summon, was going to make a much bigger difference there, which I misread. Sure. And then game 2, I opened literally all monsters, 3 of which I couldn't normal summon. And that was
that sounds about right for this episode.
That was that. So yeah, we did go on pretty similar strategies here.
Yeah, seems like it. I actually wasn't on main deck Tensu because I didn't feel like it was important enough. I had 1 copy in the side deck in case I decided later on that I was wrong. I don't know. I felt like we don't have like all Beast Warriors in the deck. There's are a few obviously that are quite relevant, but I don't know. I just felt like it was just better replaced with a different card. I saw you're on the Garbage Lord and Ogre. I pulled 1 Garbage Lord. I think I would have considered playing it if I pulled multiples. It just seemed kind of awkward to only have like 1 copy of it. But I see you're on like the Heraldry Reborn stuff too, because you have like the what's it called? The Basilisks, obviously. I don't think I pulled a single. Was this a rare?
It was a rare, yeah.
I didn't pull a single one of this.
And
yeah, I would have 100% played that.
Was mill when I wanted a monster.
I see you're on the big cattle drive, though. That's something that I opted not to play because I felt like it's most of the time just going to be like Upstart Goblin, which is like fine. And if you're plussing off this card, I feel like you're probably winning anyway. That you don't need it. That was like the determination that I made, but I did consider it at one point.
Because I got so few Hazy Flames, like I got a grand total of 6 Hazy Flame monsters.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So because my Hazy Flames were so low and I really wanted to get into my Spirit combo, because the card that I pulled was actually 2 copies of Lion Emperor.
Wow, that's sick.
So I wanted to start
cool. This card's good
that
too.
Early on. It never came to fruition. So, but that's why I went for the big cattle drive, was because it was really easy for me to get a Beast and a Beast Warrior out, which is part of the appeal of Tensu. Is that I can do a Fire Fist thing and I can do a Hazy Flame thing in the same turn. And because
that
I
makes
can
sense.
Get it for
Lion Emperor is also just big too.
Yeah, for sure. So that was a play that I had available. I also had a utterly useless Tiger King because I had no level 4 beast.
That's so sick
Beast
though.
Warriors except like exactly Leotar.
That's so funny. I mean, Tiger King's a sick
Tiger
pull,
King
though,
is a
in all
really
honesty.
sick pull. And then, that was the whole plan. My other ultra rares besides those, I got a Heart Earth, and
I got that too.
I had a Leo Arms. I had Star Drawing in the side to go with Garbage Lord, and was considering going for that as the cheese play out of the side deck, but I just didn't end up seeing it.
That's pretty cool. I mean, there isn't a ton of removal in this set. There is some, obviously. But, I mean, he's just a giant dude, and it's not too hard to summon, especially if you have Garbage Lord. I had Star Drawings, but I only had the 1 Garbage Lord, nor did I pull that card anyway. I didn't get anything crazy in my extra deck. I just had Hazy Flame Basilitrice. I pulled 3 of them, which I guess that could maybe come up. Some Slacker Magicians, Crimson Blader. That was basically it. Yeah, so I think the biggest difference between our decks really was just I was more in on the Hazy Flames because I pulled, like, play sets of everything except Periton, and Periton's a rare. So I just had to play more cards to support that. So I was on the triple Hazy Glory, the double Hazy Pillar, because I only pulled 2 of it. And then even like a Amaryllis as well, which was like a neat little card just to allow you to cheat around the summoning condition that these cards typically have. So, I mean, I was pretty happy with the way that this all ended up playing out. And that game, too, was like exactly how I was envisioning things going
so
with the Periton.
Holy shit, you have Dragon.
Yeah, I pulled Dragon, which, like, he's, like, fine. He's not, like, that great. He's just, like, kind of a dude. Every time I, like, have Tenki, I'm like, well, Leotar's bigger, so...
I guess you're not particularly deep on fire formations, so that makes sense.
No, I only had triple Tenki, and I only pulled 1 Tensen on top of it, so it was kind of, like, awkward for me in that respect, but... Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, it's so cool to see like how we still differed our strategies, even though we seem to have similar game plans.
Different strategies, yeah.
Yeah, but man, this was a sick
This
episode.
was
It was
sick.
very quick. I'm kind of sad, but sometimes that's how it
This is
goes.
another one of those formats I'd probably play again.
I probably would too. Shiryu, man.
Shiryu
Oh, man,
was
that
so
sick.
cool. God, this card was ridiculous.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout out the patrons for all of their continued support. So shout out to Shadow1317, Tim00x3, Moto, MBT Playing Dolce, Cameron Smith, Pony Stark, Part 2, The Synchro Guide, Dan Manhoben, Phoenix the Immortal, Dixon Yamada, Draconic, Jordan Coons, Iron Bladesman, Jesse Wood, Chris Hood, Valen Jackson, Little Fadeleaf, Dylan Hunter, Cody Brett's Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Hornet, and Taisho. Thanks for the sleeves, Dad. Max, Matthew Brady, Twinkle Muncher, Dalton, Luabon, Yodabon. I've tried reading cards before. It was horrible, and my guinea pigs had to give me therapy. Helios515, Simo's Chaos Cooking Draft, Cheeks McLafferty, Stolfin Amethyst, Nim Noodle, Mallow Branch of the Burning Tunnels, Wonder Waffle, MBT cancelled by all community soon, cancelled by all committee soon, cancelled by all players soon, Sakura-san, Shrugzix, The Crystal Beast Enthusiast, ITF, Corvain, and True Dragon Gaming. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time.